pickle. I turned up the volume and it stopped the video, so now I have to post 2 videos. Oh well. So I did this meditation, right? And of course, my grandma just passed, so she was the first one I wanted to contact, right? And so I'm deep in meditation. I got my super theta going and all that good stuff in life. And somebody is walking up to me. My eyes are closed. Meditation. This person that is walking up to me is glitching. Hella. Like, glitching. Like I can't even really tell. And then as they get closer and closer, I realize that it's my grandma. And that she is glitching from the grandma of my childhood to the grandma of my teenagehood to the grandma of my adulthood to my grandma of passing, pretty much. Mostly just from the first to the last, though. Okay, back and forth. But she's glitching. And I was like, what's that about? And she said, or it said, well, you requested to see your like you're trying to see your grandma. And you called me forward, but I'm not your grandma. So I can't fulfill what it is you're looking for. Now, granted, this was, 6 months ago-ish, so I'm not remembering it exactly clear of what was said, but this is what it was in a nutshell. And it said, I can give you the feelings of your grandma, but I can't really give you the visual of your grandma because I'm not your grandma. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And the moment I accepted that it wasn't my grandma, this being dropped the glitching thing and became this pure light, kind of looked like you know what it looks like to me? It's like kind of like a little grain of wheat, bigger obviously because it was humanoid size, but that's what it looks like to me. It's like a grain of wheat, the light column, but that's pretty much all we are. We're just this light column. It's intense. Anyway, so the moment that I accepted that my grandma as I know it is gone, then this light being allowed me to feel my grandma, and I did feel her, and I smelled her, and this is so beautiful. I freaking love it. I love her so much. But I want to tell you guys this because my grandma was an avatar, as in Lindsay is an avatar, as in everybody in this world, yourself included, is an avatar housing the same exact light that comes from all. You get what I'm saying? Like, all of our lights are the same. So the moment that I realized that, it kind of like morphed my perception of people dying. And I am interesting with death anyways, because I don't know. I don't dwell on death too much, actually, at all, especially now. It's sad for Lindsay to have to lose such an amazing part of her life, but Lindsay knows it is what it is. Thy will be done. It's not up to me. In particular, it's actually up to that individual. And when it's your time, that's just it. It's your time. There's no cheating your time. Bum, bum, bum. So when people talk about, oh, your loved ones, it's not something I resonate with at all. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying that I won't listen to that person anymore. And I'm not saying that I don't support them completely, because I do. I just don't resonate with it personally. And that meditation, I don't maybe I've talked about it before, but after my grandma left, okay, then I was like, okay, well, what other ancestors, right, want to connect with me, okay? And guess what happened? For real, dog, guess what happened? I backed up in my meditation, eyes closed. I backed up, I backed up, I backed up, I backed up, further and further and further and further, until the entire humanity was my ancestors. Gaia was my ancestor. We all beat with the same heartbeat, bros. Earth, me, you, everybody. It's the same heartbeat. Can we wrap our minds around that? It's the same heartbeat. The same blood. Well, I know it's different types, but it's the same blood, okay? And it's really interesting. It's very interesting to me that all my quote-unquote life, I've lived it, and I've never realized these simple things. The rain comes, the grass grows, the sun comes, the flowers bloom. We're seeded, and then we bloom. And the moment we bloom out of our beautiful mother's womb is the moment we start to decay. It's just a life cycle. It's just a life cycle, and we've done it a million times. A million times. And we'll probably do it a million more, because who knows what's after this, honestly. What I do know is you're doing a good job. Wake up, my fellow light workers. Wake up. Just your presence on this earth, just my presence here, reaching 5 of you. It's amazing, because so much of our lives is filled with turmoil and strife and conflict and just so much poopity poop. And it's like, broskies, no. Take a look around. Life is all around. You are that life. You are that power. You are it. God lives in all of us. And me, personally, what I resonate with is as soon as we all realize that God lives inside of all of us, then all together we go, and we all turn into God. On an individual level, of course, but with a collective consciousness. That's what I think. I think there is a lot more that we need to know. I think that we need to get into nature a lot more, okay? Anything that is not nature is, even though it comes from God, it is man-created. I mean, the base of everything is God anyways, because it's nothing. Like, you can go all the way down onto your skin, go deep with the bestest microscope ever. And you know what they find at the very end? Nothing. Waves of energy. Particles of energy. That's all they find, and that's literally what everything is, okay? Everything is that. There's nothing worth getting stressed out about, ever. Now, I can say that, of course. For the most part, I roll with that. Hi, kitty, kitty, meow, meow. Come here. I know, this cat's crazy. He's a funny cat. I almost recorded it because he was like in like a trance yesterday. It was really intense. And then he got like creepy and started biting me. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, anyways, point of the story is just find what you resonate with. Find what makes you happy. Find what makes you tick. Find all of those simple things, because that's where your trail is. And what are we trying to do, my fellow wonderful peoples? We're trying to wake up to the simple fact of that we are everything. And when we're everything, we need nothing. Nothing. Okay? You are the key to the matrix undoing, as am I.